What's up, everybody? You're very welcome to the Anfield Agenda LFC News Bulletin. I'm your host, Craig, and it's great to have you all with me. There's been lots of little pieces already to talk about, guys. I thought this was going to be quiet. I thought I was going to be struggling for stuff to talk about ahead of the Merseyside derby tomorrow. And just to remind everybody, we will be doing our preview for the Merseyside derby tonight at 10 o'clock here on the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel. So I hope you can join me for that one. And we will, of course, be hosting a regular matchday watch along tomorrow as well. That one will start at 3:45 p.m. with it being a 4:15 kickoff. I hope everybody's buzzing for that game tomorrow. I know I am. But we'll go through team selection tonight, folks. We'll go through predictions. We'll go through the danger men forever, if indeed you believe there are any. Look, jokes aside, there are. But now this is our news bulletin, as I said, so I hope everybody's keeping well. Thank you for joining me. Jurgen Klopp has been talking about Fabinho's emergence as a key player for the Reds and believes it's down to the Brazilian feeling more natural in his role. And one thing that we cannot deny, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have seen the emergence of Fabinho as our first starting number 6. I think that's fair for everybody to say. He's come in, he's done a wonderful job. He's had to play centre back at times, but in his 6, in his regular position, he's world class. And I don't throw that phrase around lightly, folks. I really don't. He is world class. Of course, we've nicknamed him the Brazilian Octopus here on the channel, but he can do everything in that position. He reads the game so well. He can pick out a pass. He can step forward. He can break lines. He can win aerial duels. He can protect the back four. Everything that you would want from a number 6, we get with Fabinho. It was a masterstroke again by Jurgen Klopp. People were wondering, did Jurgen Klopp not perhaps rate Fabinho because he didn't play him right from the start? People were starting to question, would he go to PSG? People were saying basically Klopp was second guessing himself. But as always, most rational human beings seem to think that he just wanted him to get up to speed. He just wanted Fabinho to get used to the system, to get used to the Premier League, to get used to what he wanted from him. And then straight away he dropped him in and he's hit the ground running. And I cannot imagine a Liverpool starting 11 now for a massive game without Fabinho being in there in the centre of that midfield. He has been tremendous. I know he's been a massive, massive hit with Liverpool fans all around the world. When we do our matchday watch-alongs and stuff, he gets nothing but love from all of you guys, which is brilliant. I can see loads of comments in the chat as well. I'll do a couple of little bits and pieces, guys, on the chat before I move off. But mainly this is just a news bulletin and we do all the interactive stuff on tonight's show. As you can also see, we are almost 1 year old and you can see we've got an image there saying that we're running a birthday competition. We've hooked up with our friends at scoredraw.com. Not for the first time this season, or the second time I should say. They've been very, very kind to us. So thanks to our friends at scoredraw.com, we are able to give away any LFC retro shirt from the ScoreDraw collection. To be in with a chance of winning that, all you have to do is 2 things. Firstly, subscribe to the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel, and secondly, pop over to Twitter and just follow at ScoreDraw Retro. Really straightforward, really simple. We'll be giving away that shirt on, which is our birthday actually, the March the 12th. The channel is 1 year old on March 12th and we'll be giving away the shirt that day. We have another couple of competitions, well, a couple of things to give away on Sunday after the game tomorrow. It's creeped up on me actually, tomorrow. I keep saying Sunday. We're giving away 2 signed John Barnes photographs. So to be in with a chance to win one of those 2 photographs, again, just subscribe to the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel. And to be in with a chance to win the second one, just pop over to our Instagram account at Anfield Agenda. And you'll see a pic, the John Barnes image up there with all the competition info on it. So best of luck to everybody, and we'll be announcing the winner of those 2 signed pictures tomorrow. Back to the news, ladies and gents. Virgil van Dijk is very much looking forward to the game tomorrow, describing it as a game full of passion. It's an interesting comment from Virgil van Dijk. I mean, what an introduction he had to his Merseyside derby career at Liverpool, scoring in his first game so late on as well. He introduced himself to Liverpool fans with a bang, and you know what, he's lived up to that ever since. He's been sensational. In my mind, player of the season so far in the Premier League. But it's interesting that he mentions it as a game of passion, because what we need tomorrow, yes, we need to start the game against Everton fast. We need to set a tempo. We need to press, much like Jimmy Milner did at the very start of the game during the week against Watford. But we need calm, cool, composed heads as well. The last thing we need tomorrow is to be picking up an early yellow or to be picking up a red card. Derbies are a different type of game, of course. They're 100 miles an hour. They're blood and thunder. They're everything. All the cliches that you want. And Everton are going to be up for this one, because there's no surer thing than Everton want to dent Liverpool's title ambitions. We haven't lost the Merseyside derby now in the last 10, I think, something like that, maybe even longer. You always go into these games a little bit confident, but you know what, Everton need to be treated with respect, and I've no doubt that Jurgen Klopp, Virgil van Dijk and the boys have planned through everything, every scenario for this game tomorrow. On paper, we're a better side than Everton. I think that's fair to say. But as Verge said, Everton will be up for it. It is a game full of passion. And I just hope that Martin Atkinson, the referees the game properly. I mean, if stuff needs to happen, if he needs to put out a yellow, he needs to put out a yellow. I have no arguments with that. But much like the last two performances we've seen from referees in Liverpool games, I hope we get something similar because they were actually very good performances. The gaffer has also said he wants us to score more goals from set pieces this season and add goals from all areas of the field to supplement the goals from the front three. This is a very interesting topic actually because we spoke about it during the week. Liverpool have scored I think 11, maybe 12, well, actually 13 now I think with Van Dijk's two from set pieces, more than any other team in the Premier League, I believe. I could be wrong on that one, but if memory serves, I believe. And also Everton have conceded 13 goals from corners or set pieces this season, which is joint top of the league with Watford. So set pieces is certainly an area I think Liverpool can look to exploit tomorrow. And I think this was a clever piece of language used by the gaffer because he's immediately trying to take the pressure off the front three ahead of the game tomorrow. And he's talking about the fact that we perhaps need more goals from midfield, we need more goals from our centre-backs and from other areas of the field. And you know what, he is right. But at the same time, we know our front three haven't performed to the level this season that they're capable of. And that's okay. If we keep grinding out 1-2-0 wins, keeping clean sheets, that's absolutely sound. Liverpool have 16 clean sheets so far this season. So our back four and Alisson Becker are doing a remarkable job there with that one. So I do agree with the gaffer. We do need to add goals from other areas of the field, but it's just about getting through tomorrow, ladies and gents, isn't it? It's just about getting through tomorrow, taking those 3 points and pushing on. 9 cup finals to go then after this game tomorrow. Yeah, interesting from the gaffer this week as well. He's been quite respectful as he was before the Manchester United game. There was a little bit of a hoo-ha, if you want to use that phrase in the media, around the whole cup final thing or World Cup final thing that Jurgen Klopp was saying. Silva, like there's like Everton fans were celebrating, they were about to get a point like it was a cup final, and then Silva came back and said Klopp celebrated scoring the goal like it was a cup final. But look, either way, that game is dead and buried. It won't affect tomorrow in any way, shape or form, other than maybe put a little bit more pressure on Everton. Are Everton under pressure tomorrow to get something from this one? I don't know. I can't really speak from a blue perspective. A couple of more bits and pieces as well. Bobby Duncan. We spoke about him during the week and people asked what I thought of Bobby Duncan and if he will progress through to the first team. And whilst it's always very, very tough to gauge a young player's performance, particularly when he's only, 17, 18 years of age, he scored another hat-trick today for the under-18s in the Reds' 7-2 win at the Academy against Blackburn. So I don't even know how many that is for Bobby Duncan this season. I know it's in excess of 22, 23 goals. So there's no denying he's absolutely smashing it at that level. And it'll be interesting to see him start to gradually go through the age levels and make his way up to the first team. I know everybody has high hopes for him, as I do myself, but as always, there's no need to rush these players. Let them progress at their own pace. And you know what, we've got the right manager in charge, don't we, to make sure that isn't rushed. I mean, Jurgen Klopp is probably one of the best in the business of bringing through young players. So I'm very excited to see what the future holds for young Bobby Duncan. I'm sure you guys are as well. A couple more bits and pieces. Let me just dip into the chat and get a couple of comments before I finish up on the last major point of this stream. And I've left it to last. Bobby Duncan's on fire, said October, which he is. Any questions? I reckon Bournemouth will get the draw today. Look, I can't comment on that because by the time this stream goes out and people watch it, you know, that result will be dead and buried or it will be out. So not really something for me to do. Any little bits and pieces? Looks like your goal of reaching 10k before the season's over is looking likely. It's actually our goal, mate, to hit 10k before our birthday now on March 12th. I know it's a lot to ask. We've got, 570, 580 to go. But you know what? You don't ask, you don't get. So we'll keep trying to do it. Today is my birthday, said Alvin. Can I get a happy birthday and a whoop 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 whoop? Of course you can get a happy birthday, Alvin, mate. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a wonderful day today. And of course I hope your weekend is capped off by Liverpool picking up 3 points at Goodison Park tomorrow. But yeah, happy birthday, mate. There's lots of people celebrating birthdays actually over this week. So happy birthday to you all. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend as well, by the way. And let me move on to the last topic on today's afternoon bulletin. And I've left the biggest to last. And I want to thank October for this one because she brought it to my attention. According to reports in Spain, I know, here we go. Here I can already feel people cringing at home. Real Madrid want Mohamed Salah and are willing to offer Liverpool €120 million plus Isco. Now, what I want to know is, do you want this deal? Is there any deal that would make you sell Mohamed Salah? We'd seen the deal that Juventus apparently had proposed. It was a €197 million deal, which included X amount plus Paulo Dybala. There was actually a mixed reaction from Liverpool fans towards that one, and I know that Paulo Dybala and Isco are players that a lot of Liverpool fans actually do rate, but me personally, I don't like any of these deals that involves Mohamed Salah leaving the club. Yes, I wouldn't mind Isco. Yes, I'd like Paulo Dybala. But do I want Mohamed Salah to leave Liverpool? No, of course I don't. Mohamed Salah is a superstar. I love watching him play every week. And even when he's not at his best, I still get excited every single time he picks up the ball. He's a perfect example to young players all around the world. He's a great ambassador for Liverpool Football Club. Of course, he's a wonderful ambassador for Egypt as well. And I know he's adored by football fans all around the world. So, yeah, look, for me, yeah, I'd like Isco. Yes, I'd like Dybala. But not if it includes Mohamed Salah leaving the club. Not in any way, shape or form. And look, it is silly season. It is getting to that point where we're starting to hear rumours coming out from every tabloid in Europe, basically. We've had them coming from Germany. We've had them coming from Spain. We've had them coming from Italy, Portugal, and pretty much everywhere else on this one. Look, I can't see it happening personally. I cannot see Liverpool signing Mo Salah down to a new deal, making him one of the highest paid, if not the highest paid player at the football club, and then looking to move him on. It just doesn't make any sense to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get a couple of your thoughts on this one before we finish up. Prediction for tomorrow, said Trevor Beatty, and thank you for the super chat, mate. I'm going 3-1 to Liverpool. I've said that all week, actually. I'm going to stick with it. Rap had a bit of a goal. Rap had a bit of a goal. Going, why do you guys always predict that we can see the goal? I think subconsciously it's because I want to be positive, but I don't want to kind of undermine the opposition, so I sometimes throw in an L goal for them just to make them feel better. But look, I'm predicting a Liverpool win tomorrow, Trevor. 3-1 or 2-0 will do me fine, but I'd love to know yours as well. Easy LFC Mane said, I wouldn't mind Mbappe and a €190 million swap. He's probably the only player I'd consider, if the truth be told. I really, really like Kylian Mbappe, as I'm sure most of you guys do. He's a superstar, isn't he? Don't care about money, I just want Salah, said Stuart Petrie. I think, Stuart, mate, that's probably the attitude of most Liverpool fans. Of a most. So I was inventing positions yesterday. Instead of saying fullback in the stream last night, I was saying fun back. Although when you're watching Trent, you know, he pretty much is a fun back, isn't he? I wouldn't swap for Mbappe, says Murtaza. Any more comments before we finish up? Who do I think our best midfielder is at the moment? It's a toss-up between Fabinho and Gini, isn't it, for me own? And they're both absolutely class. I couldn't pick between them, mate, if I'm being honest. These nuts said if we got 140 plus Coutinho for Salah, but he's not going anywhere. Oh yeah, in October reminded me there's also been rumours breaking from Russia as well. So it is silly season, it is heating up already, and these rumours are to be taken with a pinch of salt, I think. We've seen a lot of rumours linking Liverpool to players during the week as well. Julian Brandt, Matthias Ginter, Timo Werner. And whilst, you know, we're all hopeful when it comes to players coming in, I would say take everything with a pinch of salt. If you hear me being confident about something, definitely take that with a pinch of salt as well. I've been saying for many, many weeks, I'm very, very confident that Liverpool signing Timo Werner. Although there was stuff came out during the week, I think it was from Sport Bill, that linked Timo Werner to Bayern Munich, saying things had been agreed. That hasn't gone down well with RB Leipzig, of course, because, you know, basically tapping up if things have been agreed. What else have we got? A couple more comments and then we will go tomorrow. Craig, when's the last time you watched the Reds at the ground? Last season, Kevin. I haven't been able to get a ticket this season, unfortunately, mate. It was over 3 or 4 times last year. Do you know what the weird thing is, though? And I know I was speaking to Mark about this before, and he was saying that as your channel grows and you do these watch-alongs of all the games, it makes it harder for you to be able to go and attend games. Apart from the fact it's almost impossible to get tickets to see Liverpool. Even if you can get the tickets, you're very mindful of the fact that you host these matchday watch-alongs and people get used to and give you their time and come over and watch them with you. So going over and your channel growing actually backfires with regards to being able to go to games, because you need to be here more and more. And I'm not going to complain about that. I love doing this. I love being able to talk to people about Liverpool. I love being able to commentate on games and have fun with people. But yeah, it's just an interesting thought, actually, and something when we started the channel I never really gave much credence to. The Spurs, Spurs Arsenal finished 1-1 earlier on. I'm sure everybody knows about that one as well. Spurs got a penalty that was, you know, he was offside, Harry Kane. It was a foul, but he was offside before The foul was given, so should have been no penalty. Arsenal got a fairly soft penalty at the end as well. Aubameyang missed that one, so that won't go down well, I'm sure. But that ending 1-1 really puts Spurs out of the title race now and kind of drags them back towards that fight for fourth place, doesn't it? Right, ladies and gentlemen, can I say hello to Danny and Sean? Hello, Danny and Sean, and thank you for watching as always. Guys, look, I will be back tonight, and this will be our interactive show, so I will go through all your comments. It's going to be a full-on preview of the game tomorrow against Everton. I've already got the image done up, thanks to Connor, with my team selection for the game, my prediction for the game. We'll go through all the danger men, we'll talk about score predictions. We'll do all of that tonight at 10 o'clock. Hope you can join me for that one. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream. And of course, don't forget to enter our competitions. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll talk to you all tonight at 10 o'clock. Love to you all, and up the motherfucking Reds.